Thank you, President Durden, and good afternoon, everyone. It is a pleasure to have the opportunity to share my personal story with you, and I am both honored and flattered to speak at today's occasion. Today's luncheon illuminates many of the Dickinson dimensions that I try to follow every day: civility, engagement, and accountability. Dickinson has taught me to find my distinct voice as I engage the world, all the while encouraging me to be accountable for the actions and how they affect others. I think it goes without saying that the donors I am standing in front of today display an element of generosity and accountability that is hard to match. I respect each and every one of you, and I assure you that your donations towards our education are a great and worthy investment. I'd like to start my speech by sharing a personal story with you all. Imagine how I felt when my high school guidance counselor pulled me out of my honors English class in November of 2004 just to tell me that I should withdraw my application from Dickinson because, and I quote, "a girl from a lower economic status could never go to a school like Dickinson." I was crushed, mortified, and I lost all faith in myself. I had everything Dickinson was looking for except the ability to write a check for $40,000 per year. To an individual with a small mind, that was a challenge that couldn't be tackled. However, to me and my ability to always dream big, I knew I couldn't give up. And I knew if I succumbed to what others thought was right for me, I would miss out on a big experience and a big opportunity to challenge myself as well as others. I chose to keep my application active at Dickinson, and I chose to keep my faith, and boy, am I glad I did. I remember the adrenaline rush I got as I fervently opened up my letter of acceptance. Step number 1 was accomplished. I got in. However, most of my peers and teachers in high school thought I was still putting hope into a dead-end dream because I would never have the financial means to attend Dickinson. Well, let me tell you, I received my financial aid package a few days after Christmas, and that was the best present I could have ever asked for. The generous hearts that I am surrounded by today made it possible for me to pursue my education at Dickinson. You see, the reason everyone doubted me was because at a very young age, my father left my mom with 3 children to raise all by herself with very little means. There were times I watched her work 3 jobs around the clock, but somehow she was always there to love and motivate me to be better than myself. At a time when it would have been so easy for her to quit, my mom stood strong in the face of adversity and raised us all with impeccably high standards. Her tenacious spirit was transferred to me from a little girl, and learning how to overcome obstacles eventually became a favorite pastime of mine. Now, in no way do I say these things to receive pity. We are all dealt a certain hand in life, and it's up to us whether we allow the obstacles to have power over us or we have power over them. When it came time to search for colleges, I had no idea where to start, nor did I hear of Dickinson or Carlisle for that matter. Originally, I thought I'd go to a typical state school, and in no way did I even think along the lines of a private school education. However, that all changed when a doctor I worked for, who happened to be an alumnus, introduced me to the infamous Dickinson College. I remember it like it was yesterday. My mom, sister, and I drove to Carlisle, Pennsylvania to take a tour. I distinctively remember walking across the academic quad and seeing many students basking in the sun out on the Adirondack chairs. I wanted to experience all the beauty I saw on that pivotal day. After my tour was over, and after I soaked up all the beauty of this campus, my family and I went to California Cafe to discuss my options. My mom was never one to allow a lack of financial resources as a basis for a decision. She told me, "Marissa, I see it in your eyes and I hear it in your voice. You want to go to Dickinson. If this is what you want, God will make a way where there seems to be no way." To all of the donors, you made this happen. You made my dream become a reality, and you paved the way for me. I know it's a cliche statement, but I really would not be here at all if it was not for the particular scholarships that made it financially possible for my mom to send me here. Your unmatched generosity and humble spirits are two things all of us, as future alumni of the college, should strive to achieve. From the first day of my freshman year, I knew I could call Dickinson my home away from home. I knew I was meant to be a Dickinsonian. There is just something about Dickinson that truly makes it distinctive, and sometimes I wonder if my high school friends are as in love with their college as I am with mine. The reasons I first fell in love with Dickinson are now the very same reasons I dread the day of my graduation. Just as the Dickinson education is characterized as distinctive, so is the Dickinson experience. I think we can all admit that someone's education and someone's experiences are extremely different. My education at this school has taken me to depths I have never imagined. What other college student can say their education enabled them to search a rock quarry for fossils, perform meditation with a Buddhist scholar, analyze the parallel relationship between globalization and offshoring, and to top it off, even dissect a sheep's brain? That, my friends, is engaging the world. I am an economics major with a concentration in religion, and for the past 4 years, I've spent my time analyzing economic issues such as social justice, power, capitalism, and various schools of thought. But thanks to my liberal arts culture, I've had the opportunity to expand my knowledge on international relations, digital photography, health psychology, world music, and the list could go on and on. Dickinson has provided me with the foundation to succeed in any industry I choose to pursue. However, the Dickinson experience is what changed me and made me into the person I am. I've met the friends I will now call my family. I've learned how to cultivate relationships with a variety of people. I've learned the importance of giving back. I've found confidence that allows me to go and make a mark on the world and not worry what others will think. But most importantly, I've found my distinct voice. I know who Marissa Folk is and where she is going, and I owe this to Dickinson and the people I have crossed paths with along my journey. To assure you that your donations are worthy and all-around beneficial for the college and greater world, I would like to share a few ways Dickinson has shaped me into a strong leader. Freshman year, I immediately became involved in Student Senate and found ways to actively serve my peers. Sophomore year, I continued my efforts with Student Senate while volunteering with Safe Harbor and Project Share. During the middle of my sophomore year, I really wanted to take advantage of the abroad opportunities, so I started to explore my options. I was thinking Mexico, but my mom was not a fan. She worries a lot, and we were all each other had, so I made the compromise and chose to apply for the Washington Center program in Washington, D.C. I was accepted and took a position as an intern in the Office of Speechwriting at the White House. I was the only intern in that office who was not an English major. I dealt with numbers for most of my Dickinson career, but my education allowed me to excel at a research and writing-based internship. I owe my success to Dickinson. Furthermore, the summer before my senior year, I took a position as an intern in information technology with Booz Allen Hamilton. Once again, I had little experience with technology, but my liberal education allowed me to succeed at the task of designing and implementing a website to track proposal efforts for its senior partners. Now, come July 7th of 2008, I will go from a college student to consultant and work on business strategy at IBM. Now, I'm not the most well-versed in business modeling, but that's the beauty of Dickinson. You come here and you delve into a few things, but you leave here with a plethora of experiences and a wealth of knowledge that will make you distinctive, unique, and able to stand on your own 2 feet. Now, I by no means take precedence over the numerous success stories that are in the room today. Each of us is a strong leader in our own unique way. Each of us has made a difference, but most importantly, each of us are here to honor you. And it's a pleasure to be among such fantastic company. On a final note, I, as well as every other student in this room, have made the most of our time here at Dickinson, but it would not have been possible without your giving hearts and generous donations towards our education. I would never have had the opportunity to do the things I did and accomplish the goals I set for myself if it weren't for your generosity towards total strangers. So thank you, donors, for your impact on my future, the future of my peers, and the future of this college. Thank you for giving me a 4-year adventure that I never will forget. Thank you.